Today, for our first time period out of 2, at least here in Zolazat 3, which is also our second mission, is August 25th, 2020. Come on, it's a UFO-themed time period. There's no way it can't be up here. Holy frick, I actually managed to guess that correctly. Alright, day 3 of Operation Zolazat 2025. So, today, for our third mission, we have October 5th, 2015, which on that day was the Old Memories Party, which was an event commemorating some of the old memories of Zolazat 1 after it was unfortunately lost due to a computer crash on September 23rd, 2015. And that's why Zolazat 2 exists now. Alright, let's head on in. Right, we are now in October 5th, 2015, and, well, looks very similar to September 29th, 2015, except there are a few differences around here, but we'll obviously explore those later after completing the mission. First of all, oh, okay, they're in here. Woo! It worked. Wait, this wasn't a time period we had a time machine part in. Who chose this time period? Because none of us did. You wanna know who did it? Yeah, no, that was me. I chose it. And sent you all here. Yeah, you see, you 5, we're doing things differently here. This year around, we're actually doing time periods that none of you have ever seen before. Basically, time periods that were here before this channel even existed. Let alone before I started making videos in general. Which means I'm in control of where we go this time, instead of you guys, who normally choose where we go. That means some of the time machine parts landed here. Wait, so the remaining time machine parts are now in the time periods you chose? Yep. I'm not exactly sure where they ended up and which ones went where. All I know is that they've been redirected to the time periods that I chose, which means finding them is still gonna be a challenge, considering who knows which time periods out of the remaining 8 they all went to. So technically, you guys could still win if I can't find them all. And oh god, he took over the desk. So looks like I won't be seeing you guys again until the last day. So, bye-bye. So yeah, there's the major twist of this Operation Zolazat. We're actually going to time periods that were never seen on video, and more so before this channel even existed. What a twist, am I right? And they didn't know until now. But wait till they see what we got planned for the finale. That'll definitely get them. So now, of course, we must look for the time machine parts. They could be scattered anywhere here. Now, of course, since we have no idea where they all ended up now, I'm just gonna start taking a look around and see if they're around here by chance. So I'm gonna start by going down here and see if one of them down here. Oh, I already found one, because I definitely do not remember a portal being here originally. Yeah, no, that's definitely one of the time machine portals. Alright, let's grab it, and let's take it out of here. Okay, so that's one of them found. If I had to guess, the other portal could probably be in one of the other rooms set up for this party. Because if it was here, in one of the rooms, it's gotta be in one of the other ones. Hold on a second. I actually remember a certain room opening during this party. That being the secret lab basement. You see, this room opened during this party 10 years ago. So if I had to guess, it's probably down here. Yep, it's down here, all right. There it is. There's the second portal. Boom! Now that that's done, we can successfully bring it back to the garage and put the portals back into the time machine. All right, we are back in the present and in the garage. So what we can do now is successfully put the portals back in to the time machine, because that's exactly what we're gonna need to be able to successfully be able to time travel again once the time machine is fixed. So as you can see, we're putting them in here, And now we can successfully light them both up. And there you go. The portals are back into the time machine, making it one step closer to bringing the time machine back to life. But of course, before we fully end this off completely, let's explore this time period and see what it looked like back in the day. So, right over here, we have the Souls Lab Grand Opening Party. This was from January 2015. Now, we literally saw this just 2 episodes ago. Well, actually, no we didn't. That was the Souls Lab 2 one that we saw. This is the original that we technically saw in the 10-year anniversary party back in January 2025. Therefore, I know, that's what it looks like. It's literally the exact same thing. Now, over here we have a volcano for some reason. I don't know. Guess I just felt like putting a little mini volcano here for some goddamn reason back in the day. I'll admit though, it looks cool. It looks very nice. Don't know why it's here though. Oh, but I definitely know about this next one. The Ore and Giant Window Room from August 2015. That can explain what this hole is for, actually. So, if we are to go down, as you can see, here is the Ore and Giant Window Room from August 2015. As you can see, it has all the ores in here, which is super cool. And, yeah. I know. Looks super cool, right? Yep, this is the entire thing right here. Can you freaking believe it? Yep, this is all legit. Nice. Now, if we are to head inside the lab, respectively, we can obviously see Mr. Shiba's gone back to his rightful place. However, we can see that we have found Lapis, and that's mainly because he was introduced during this party. Of course, since this is the past version of Lapis, we will not be able to interact with him. However, over here, we can see a little cake, or at least a massive one at that. Point is, this was here mainly to obviously celebrate the Old Memories party, which is super, super cool. Now, there is one more place that we need to check out, and that's by heading down to World Crystal's room once again, where we found the second nether portal. That's mainly because we can head back down to the secret lab basement that we explored earlier, which means if we reopen this door and head downstairs, we can successfully make our way back down to the lab basement that we saw earlier. So, that's pretty cool. As you can see, this was its original design before it became all Halloween-like in the Halloween Party 2015, which is actually true, because later on it did end up having Halloween decorations down here for the Halloween Party 2015, which actually is in the next episode. What a coincidence, right? That's because that's literally where we're going next. I'm not even freaking kidding, man. So, yeah, what a coincidence that I bring that up. Anyway, that's it. And that's just straight up it for the entire time period itself. Yeah, it was a bit small, but you know what? It still looked really cool regardless. So yeah, next time guys, on September 14th, well, I already technically revealed it. Yeah, we're going to the Halloween Party 2015. I promise after this point I won't reveal anything. I may have just gotten a little too excited there when doing the lab basement. Oh wow. But of course, until next time, Operation Souls Lab 2025 is